Hi, welcome to Meet the Teacher Night. I'm Mrs. Laura Bray, and I'm a 7th grade pre-algebra teacher here on the 7 Gold team. Just a little bit about myself, my education background. I grew up in Illinois. I went to high school at St. Charles High School in St. Charles, Illinois. And then I went to the University of Missouri to get my both my bachelor's of education and my master's of education, both from Mizzou. My teaching experience, I have taught, this will be my 18th year teaching. I started off in Columbia, Missouri, where I went to college, moved over to the Kansas City area and taught at Brittany Hill Middle School for 6 years. There I was teaching 8th grade. Then when I moved to Iowa to be with my current husband, I started off at Ankeny High School for a couple of years. We moved over to Cedar Rapids area and I taught at Linn-Mar High School for a year. And then I was welcomed back to the Ankeny School District here at Parkview Middle School. And this is currently, it's a 6th year. I meant to say 8th year of teaching. I previously coached when I was at Ankeny High School. I coached cheerleading. And then back when I was in Blue Springs, I used to coach both cheer and dance. A little bit more about me. I'm married to my husband, Sean, and we've been married since 2011. I was formerly Mrs. Curtis back when I taught at Ankeny High School. And then here's just a bunch of pictures of my family. My daughter is Haley Jo, and she's just 3 years old, just started preschool this year, and we live down in Norwalk. A couple pictures of my classroom here. This year, I will be teaching both in-person pre-algebra and online for first semester, obviously pending the changes to the hybrid model. And I'm just excited to be back. It's been too long since I've been in the classroom, so very excited to be here with your student this year. So a little bit about pre-algebra class. We are really going to focus this year on the focus components, which are rational numbers, equations, proportions, linear functions, exponential, and we will try to fit in time for projects pertaining to geometry and geometry and probability. But depending on how things go with the hybrid model, I'm not sure how much time we will have for different things, some of the things that we do. But we do contain, in pre-algebra class, it is a combination of 7th and 8th grade standards that your child will be learning. Couple things to know that all units will build upon the previous knowledge and combine multiple skills within the same unit. And do not worry about what you might have forgotten or missed at the end of the last school year. We will fully embed those skills into our new learning this year, so you will be just fine. Although all of our activities kind of stem from this textbook that's on here, students won't actually be using the textbooks or using materials that we have here in classroom very often. Therefore, they will need headphones for watching instructional videos. Most of the time, the videos would be watched at home, but occasionally in the classroom, they will also be used depending on the pacing that your child is doing for the unit. And make sure to bring a calculator. There's a picture of a scientific calculator here. You won't need one for Unit 1. That's the only unit we don't use calculators on. But for the rest of the school year, I did write on here, if you wish to borrow one, you will need to sanitize it each year as a part of your normal routine when you're wiping down your desk. So it's preferred that you just have your own. But if that's not possible, then you can work with me and we can borrow one. When working from home, just so you guys know, there will be a Google Classroom that'll be set up for each and every, there will be one for group 1 and for group 2, separate Google Classroom. You'll get the login information for that on the first day of school. I'll also send it out via email once it's all set up. On there will be a pacing guide or a unit calendar that we will be changing as we adapt to this new style of learning. But it will be right on there. It will have links to everything, every instructional video they might need, every Google form for practice, anything that'll be needed, it will be linked on there. But again, we will be adapting it as we go. So if you do print it out at home, you'll want to make sure to check for updates. So I kind of suggest just kind of watching it online because of the changes. Okay. And then lastly, on this website, there will be a link to our pre-algebra syllabus where you can get all the details for how grades work and tests and what you need in class and all that good stuff. All right. Thank you for coming tonight to watch my video.